Man, I remember them days in the group with Nick. Counter flip the sample just to feel legit. We never had a show but wanted radio play. And that's when we realized that there was shit to pay. See, LA is a ghost town when your pocket's slim.
Hi loves! Welcome back to Estonian Girl in Hollywood. Today we have a pleasure to actually have a moment with a big upcoming star, Staje. We're gonna find out what kind of man he is, what kind of background he comes from, and how to make it in this big city like Los Angeles.
So one bed down.
So Staje, thank you so much for taking your precious time and taking your time to do an interview with us. So I want to hear your story. What kind of a place are you from? Like, what's your story? What's your background?
So I'm originally from South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. Stand way up for me. I'm from the South, just a Southern born raised man who come from like rough areas. Right now we in Skid Row. Just remind me of a place back at home, man, like Franklin Park. I remember, I never forget, I used to go out there, look at the stars at night, and just stare at it. And, you know, realize one day I could be somebody bigger. I used to always give back to the people that's out there. And then right now we out here just to kind of give back and help the people out who need it. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Have a good one, man. But yeah, we out here to help and support every artist, every person that got a dream. We just out here to be supportive.
Why is it so important for you to give back to the community?
I would say, you know, I appreciate everybody and every human being. You know, everybody has a right to, you know, have a good life.
Yeah.
And for me, I come from such a bad background, you know, growing up in a place where it was just my mom taking care of 5 of us.
Wow, 5 of you?
5 of us. Never had a dad, never had a person there that really could show me the way. So I find it, you know, very motivating that people can see where I come from and relate to that and understand you can be anything.
Wow. So if you had 4 siblings, what has been your relationship with your mother at that point?
My mom has been so supportive of me, you know, taking care of me, taking care of my other 5 brothers, Devon, Chris, Erica, Mike, making sure that we got a life to live, and making sure we're taken care of.
And you said like your father hasn't really paid a big part of your life beforehand. So how has that influenced you as a man and as an artist?
My mom really influenced me as a man. Like just having her in my life, showing me the way, you know, watching her, you know, go through these relationships with different men and then never really sticking. And she just helping us grow as men. It's crazy, I know, like people don't really think of it that way, but these women out here, independent, man, they're strong. Like my mom, man. And she made me who I am. So I am today who I am today because of my mom.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I love my mom, man. I respect my mom. I miss my mom, and I want her to know I'm out here doing things. I'm out here right now because of her.
So you coming from a rough area, did you ever made it to college as well?
Yeah, definitely.
You did?
I went to college. I went to a few colleges.
Really?
Oh, respect. Here you go, brother. You got it, man. Have a good one, man. You got it.
Can I get one from the girl?
Absolutely. Tell her we say hello. Absolutely.
What you major in?
Broadcast communications. I went to Hofstra University. I went to Alabama State. You know what it is, Hornet. Stand up. Stand up, Hornet. Oh, you got it. You got it. Mars Hill College.
Can I get one?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Can I get 2?
Absolutely.
So small.
Absolutely.
I
You good?
appreciate
There you
it.
go. Big man
All
need
right.
to eat, right?
All day, every day. You know that's mandatory.
Absolutely. After you, baby.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Southern manners, I see.
Oh yeah. I was just born and bred that way, man.
So since the lady asked just that are you a rapper, is that how you would call yourself? Is that like, are you a rapper? Are you a singer? Are you a performer? How would you say who you are right now?
I'm an artist.
You're an artist.
I believe in all artists.
I love
Like
that.
one thing isn't. Here you go, brother. One thing isn't labeled one thing, man. If you're an artist, you do it all. So I'm just an artist. You know, I come about it in every way.
from very rough times beforehand, what we talked about briefly beforehand. You were sharing a little bit of your uncle. Like, what did that mean to you as a man to lose your uncle in such an early age?
I lost my uncle Junior when I was 12, and he had such a big impact on me. He was the first one in our family that really did something, that made the Pain name, put it in the clouds somewhere. He was an artist. He rapped with Cash Money, man, back in 2011. I mean, back in 2001. I never forget. And he died of cancer, man. And I just always said I'm gonna take his legacy and just skyrocket it and do what I can to, put my family name where it needs to be.
That's powerful. And also, when we were listening to your songs a little bit beforehand, then it kind of came out that Uncle has been a big inspiration of yours, and also your brother, who is very lucky to be even alive nowadays. So, how did that come about?
Shit. My brother got shot like 9 times, man.
How? That type of a rough neighborhood?
I'm from that, I'm from that. I mean, look where we at right here. We in Skid Row, man. Ain't nothing but people here though. You know what I mean? I respect everybody here. I love all people. So I'm from the same thing. Of course, this is Skid Row, but my place is the same. It's just country. Respect to y'all. Hey, respect. So straight up, we walking down Skid right now. This is real. And I'm from this. I remember when I was kicked out when I was 12, man. I was living on the streets. I ain't had nothing.
You were living in the streets?
I was living on the streets.
How did
I ain't
you
had
survive?
nothing. Man, we had to find a way. People like this. People who come out and just say, you know what, man, here's something for you to eat for the night. Here's something for you to drink for the night. So I just want to give back in any kind of way that I can, the same way. And looking at it, my brother's life could have been taken so quick. He was shot 9 times for walking out the door and saying something the wrong way. And I just look at that, man, and I just realize how small life is. It's so small. And I just want to do the biggest impact I can while I'm here on this earth. If it means giving people a damn burger for them to eat that night, I was there, so I understand it.
Okay, so if you're coming from such a rough background, then now we are in the city of angels. So how did you actually make that transition happen, coming from South Carolina to the big city of Los Angeles?
Man, my boy Nick called me up. Nick Reynolds called me up, and we went to Alabama
Shout
State.
out.
Real talk. We went to Alabama State together. He called me up and he said, come out to LA, man. Come out to LA for like 2 years. And I just said, you know what? One day I just said, all right. I came out here with $50. Slept on his
$50?
$50, absolutely.
Holy smokes.
There you go, man. You got it. Have a good one. $50. And I came out here. I stayed on his couch for like 4 months. And I finally got a job. And I finally got to focus on what it is I need to focus on. I met my boy Andy. I met my boy Peter. They took care of me, man. They showed me the way. And I can't tell you how much more happy and excited I am right now to just be able to give back and come from where I come from. And it just shows that anybody could be anything. Anybody could be anything. You just gotta work, but anybody could be anything.
Is that kind of your motto or advice, what you kind of go by as well?
Absolutely. Just work hard. You can be a nothing. You could be a zero. And you could be somebody overnight, man. If you just work hard, be consistent, and not be afraid to take risks and fail.
So what drew you into music? Because I know that Los Angeles is filled with actors who are all want to succeed and be stars, but music, like how did you find your way to music?
Straight, man. I it's been in my blood. It's been in my blood since I was in the South, man. And I just transitioned it here. And now that I'm here, people respect what I got to say because they going through it right now. They go through what I go through. They been through what I've been through, and just literally going through my brother being shot, my mama being raped by people that she didn't even know. Like, people deal with this though. This is real. You know what I mean?
Some heavy.
Having a mom who took care of 6 kids by herself, and not having no money, and you gotta figure it out. My mom figured it out. My brothers figured it out. Why can't I? That's why I'm here, man. I'm just here to grind. I'm here to take care of everybody that I can in my family. And really, man, I love the southern part of me because I just want to be able to give back to every single person that helped me get to where I'm at.
From day one.
Absolutely.
And I understood that you also write your own lyrics.
Oh yeah.
So how's the process looks like? Like us as not knowing the music industry, how the artists nowadays, how the process works. Like,
I mean, I just do what's on my mind. What I've gone through, right? The things that I've actually went through.
Yeah.
I just want to tell people what it is, and I just create it. You know, I sit in my room, I talk to my mom, I talk to my uncle, and they just help me really brainstorm things that I can really talk about that people really don't know about me. People really don't know about me. I can't wait for people to know.
I love that. That's beautiful. Also, I wanted to ask you, since you are from the South yourself, then obviously we know that America and where we are right now as well, that there's a lot of homelessness, there's a lot of poverty, there's a lot of racism, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to know your input of you as a strong African American man, how it was to grow up in the South. Like, did you feel some?
It was a lot of crazy stuff. Racism, obviously, that exists everywhere, but heightened at the highest level. I'll never forget when I was 11. This woman, I was walking down my neighborhood road. This woman called me a nigger. I ran home. I was crying. I ran to my mom. I said, "Mom, this woman called me a nigger." My mom hopped up out of her bed so fast, went down there and beat that girl ass like a motherfucker. But that's just to tell you, nobody cares, man. Nobody cares about who the hell you are. It's about what you bring into the table, man. And I don't know, man. Being from the South is different, but being in LA, man, it really made me who I am.
Asking, how did you come up with this awesome name called Staje?
It's funny how that worked.
Okay.
I originally went by a different artist name, and then I met up with Fam Entertainment, and we changed. We kind of constructed some different things.
Yeah.
And my boy, Pete, fuck it, I'm gonna tell you, his name is Pete. He came to me and he was like, "Man, you know what remind me of, man? You remind me of somebody who's just great on stage. Your performance is crazy, right?" We did this first performance, it was in front of like 3 people. It was crazy. But I was going nuts, right? I was in front of like 3 people going nuts. And he was like, "You know what, man? Your name is Staje, bro." And it just stuck. It just stuck. And now my name is Staje.
I love that. And I wanted to go over with you, Staje, as well, that you talk about the importance of mental health. And so I just wanted to see, like, what has been your experience with it? Have you come across with that yourself as well?
I think we all have mental health, but me as an individual, man, I for sure have issues mentally due to trauma situations in my life. Dealing with things my mom went through, watching my mom go through those things, watching my mom be beat by men, watching my damn brothers be shot and having to deal with that, and just going through a lot of traumatic situations in my life, man. And obviously it's gonna deal with me mentally. I think about these things every day. Like right now, I'm thinking about my brother, how much I miss him, how much I love him. He just turned 30. I miss my boy, man. So yeah, mentally I'm not there. I'm all fucked up. But you know what? That gives me an opportunity to tell you why I'm fucked up, and that's why I do music.
So earlier we were talking about that you were raised by a single mom who took care of you and your 4 siblings. So she definitely had many jobs. So I wonder who took care of you in the meantime? Who played a big part of actually growing up?
My uncles. My Uncle Dave, my nigga Dave. David, man, he's like my age. It's crazy. My uncle Ronald, who he went to prison for a little bit, and we always looked up to him, man. He went to prison at a young age.
Wow.
And my uncle Reggie, that's like my heart right there, man. He was like my father. He took us in. He made sure we had a place to stay, food to eat. Even his own kids were put second for us.
Wow.
And I love you, Unc, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody in my family who really supported me. And a lot of them didn't even believe in me. A lot of my family didn't even believe me. I'm talking about 2nd generation family, cousins and all that. But my close family, man, I appreciate you. I love you, and thank you so much for just believing in me.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you liked it, then give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. and definitely subscribe to Staje.
Don't thumbs up that shit. Thumbs down that shit. Thumbs down.
I'll put all of the stages down below, so look him up. He is gonna be major, blowing up in a second. So watch out for Staje.